Okay, so today is Monday, April 25th, and we're going to do some foundational grounding. So just taking a moment, you can be sitting for this or lying down, but sitting is good, um, just so that you can feel the ground at your feet and the ground at your pelvis. And so we'll just take a few moments as we open our practice together to arrive, just letting yourself draw any aspect of yourself that's been somewhere else or with someone else, any aspect of your mind, your body, your energy, your emotions, just drawing yourself back into this moment, to your chair, your bed, or the floor, or your room. And as you draw yourself back, take a moment and check out how you are in your body. So, inhabiting your whole body all at once, take notice of, are you lifting anywhere? Are you gripping anywhere? Are you constricting or holding? And just take a moment to let yourself settle throughout your whole internal space. Let yourself feel more continuous in your body. Feel that you're in contact with everywhere in your internal space all at once. That you're filling your internal space with yourself. And that you are that space. And now come down to your feet and feel your feet on the ground. And inhabit your feet, getting as much contact in your feet as you can. That you're settling into the space. And even that the internal space itself is settled. And let yourself experience being in your feet as foundation for yourself. That you can rest there in your feet. Let yourself stay in your feet as you breathe. And using the practice to notice, where do you lift up, if you do? Does your breath take you away from being settled in your feet? And if so, noticing without judgment, just noticing if there's anything that can be let go of so that you can stay in your feet as you breathe. And because you're in your feet, you can rest your mental life. Your emotional life can rest because you have this foundation of your feet. Now come to your pelvic floor, very bottom of your pelvis, and settle into this foundation. Feeling that as you settle, you're in contact with the whole internal space of your pelvis, all the way to the bottom of your pelvis. And let yourself rest here. Sometimes we can tip forward or back in our pelvis. So make sure you're sitting straight down and settled straight down into the pelvic floor. Making any adjustments if you need to. And just noticing those adjustments. And inhabit your pelvic floor as a foundation. That you have a foundation here so your mental life can rest, your voice can rest, your emotional life can rest. Sometimes even this word rest can be triggering, like, well, if I rest, I won't get X, Y, or Z done. See if for now, during this next few minutes, you can rest into your internal space in your pelvis. Let yourself experience the internal space in your pelvic floor, settled and rested. Every aspect of ourselves works more fluidly, having been able to rest. Bring your awareness to your diaphragm, your solar plexus area, right underneath your ribs. And settle into this space, into the diaphragm, and let yourself ride the movement of the breath. See if you can rest into and through the diaphragm. Often we can hold anxiety or stress in our breath. So maybe you can rest, inhabit this area, and settle this area just for right now. Inhabit the diaphragm as another foundation for your whole being. Even your senses can rest. Now inhabit the base of your throat and your collarbones. And rest in and through this foundation. Not settling onto or collapsing, into your collarbones or your neck or shoulders, but settling into and through the space. But maybe this experience of finding a foundation in your collarbones and the base of your neck can feel expansive. Let the space settle here too. And because you have this foundation, your voice can rest, your mind can rest, letting yourself settle straight down here too. Now inhabit your jaw and the base of your skull and let yourself rest here. Settle throughout the space of your jaw and the base of your skull. Let your thinking mind rest. Settle your eyes in their sockets so your vision can rest. Then gently rest through the top of your head. Let the top of your head settle like a cap, not pressing, but gently resting at the top of your head. Now feel that you're in your whole body all at once again with all of these foundations. That for now, each of these foundations is a place for you to settle into. So that you can experience yourself being. And if you'd like, when you feel ready, you can gently blink your eyes open and find those foundations again, even as the visual images appear, your room appears. Find the foundation in your feet, your pelvic floor, settling into the foundation at your respiratory diaphragm, the base of your neck and your collarbones, back of your head and your jaw. Letting your eyes rest in their sockets and feeling the top of your head gently settle. Just for a few moments, taking in your room from this place of rest, taking in your room with your internal space settled. And whenever you feel ready, you can gently relax into the space. Give yourself gratitude for practicing. And I thank you as always for practicing today.